Monster wolf hunt. In the heart of Montana, nestled amidst the rugged terrain, lay a remote ranch owned by Jacob McAllister. Jacob was a seasoned rancher known for his grit and determination. He has faced countless challenges over the years, but nothing could have prepared him for what was about to unfold. Word had spread through the small town that a mysterious creature, larger than any wolf ever seen, was prowling the surrounding mountains. Whispers of its monstrous size and insatiable hunger circulated among the locals, sparking both fear and curiosity. Jacob, fueled by his adventurous spirit and a burning desire to protect his livestock, took it upon himself to track down this mythical beast. Armed with his trusted rifle, Jacob ventured deep into the vast wilderness. He followed the faint traces left by the oversized predator, tracing its footprints through dense forests and treacherous ravines. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, as he tirelessly pursued the elusive creature. Finally, after weeks of tireless pursuit, Jacob found himself in an isolated region known as the Silver Pine Valley. It was a desolate place, untouched by civilization, with towering mountains enclosing the valley and a natural fortress. The valley's haunting beauty only added to its aura of mystery. With each step, Jacob could feel the weight of anticipation hanging heavily in the air. He knew he was getting closer to his prey. The footprints grew larger, deeper, as though the creature itself was mocking his efforts. On a cold, moonlit night, Jacob discovered the wolf's lair hidden deep within a rocky crevice. The opening yawned before him, an ominous gateway into darkness. Jacob cautiously entered, his heart pounding with a mix of trepidation and determination. The narrow passage led him through a labyrinth of twisting tunnels and echoing chambers. The silence was deafening, broken only by the sound of his own footprints reverberating off the stone walls. The oppressive atmosphere seemed to intensify with each passing moment. Eventually, the maze of tunnels opened up into a massive cavern, illuminated by a faint trickle of moonlight seeping through a crack in the ceiling. It was here that Jacob came face to face with the creature he had pursued for so long. The wolf stood before him, a monstrous shadow in the dim light. Its eyes burned with a fierce, primal hunger. The sight of it sent shivers down Jacob's spine, but he refused to back down. He raised his rifle, steadying his trembling hands. The battle that ensued was fierce and savage. Jacob's shot rang out, echoing through the cavern as he fought for his life against the relentless beast. Blood stained the rocky floor as claws tore through flesh and teeth gnashed in a frenzy of hunger. In the midst of the chaotic struggle, Jacob's mind raced, searching for a way to defeat the creature. His eyes caught sight of a glimmer in the darkness, a stack of dynamite left behind by a long-forgotten miner. With a desperate plan forming in his mind, Jacob maneuvered around the cavern, leading the beast on a deadly dance. He lured it deeper into the heart of the cave, where the walls grew narrower and the ceiling pressed down like the weight of impending doom. Finally, in a stroke of calculated desperation, Jacob sprung his trap. He led the creature into a chamber barely large enough to contain them both. With trembling hands, he lit the fuse of the dynamite and sealed the entrance to the chamber, trapping the wolf inside. As the fuse burned closer to its end, Jacob scrambled back, his heart pounding in his chest. He knew that this final act would bring an end to the monstrous predator, but at what cost? The explosion reverberated through the mountain, shaking the very foundations of the valley. Rocks tumbled from the ceiling, dust filled the air, and the ground trembled beneath Jacob's feet. He shielded his face with his arms, waiting for the chaos to subside. When the dust settled, Jacob cautiously approached the chamber where he had trapped the wolf. The once imposing entrance now lay in ruins, rubble scattered across the cave floor. With trepidation, he peered inside, his heart heavy with a mix of relief and sorrow. There, amidst the wreckage, lay the lifeless body of the wolf. Its massive form was now motionless, its powerful jaws frozen in a snarl of defeat. Jacob's pulse quickened as he examined the creature's immense size up close, realizing the magnitude of the danger it had posed to his ranch and the entire community. A bittersweet victory washed over him as he contemplated the sacrifice he had made to protect his livelihood. The loss of such a majestic and fearsome creature weighed heavily on his conscience, but he knew that it had been necessary to ensure the safety of those he cared for. Leaving the lifeless remains behind, Jacob made his way out of the cave and back into the open air. The sun was beginning to rise, casting a warm glow across the rugged landscape. He took a moment to appreciate the beauty of the Silver Pine Valley, its majestic peaks and serene valleys. As he made his way back to the ranch, Jacob couldn't shake the memory of the encounter. The haunting image of the wolf's relentless eyes and the ferocity of the battle would forever be etched in his mind. It was a testament to the wilderness and untamed spirit that dwelled within the heart of Montana. News of Jacob's triumph spread quickly throughout the town. The people, relieved to be free from the threat that had loomed over their lives, celebrated his bravery and resilience. They hailed him as a hero, a protector of their homes and livelihoods. But deep within Jacob's heart, a sense of melancholy lingered. The chase had brought him face to face with the primal forces of nature, reminding him of the delicate balance between man and beast. He couldn't help but feel a twinge of regret for the loss of such a magnificent creature, for the price that had been paid to restore peace. In the days that followed, Jacob returned to the routine of ranch life, tending to his animals and caring for the land. But the memory of the wolf's final moments haunted him, serving as a constant reminder of the sacrifices one must make in the face of danger. As the seasons changed and time moved forward, the legend of Jacob McAllister and the Great Wolf of Silver Pine Valley became a part of the town's folklore. The story served as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the indomitable spirit that dwells within the wild places of the world. And as the wind whispered through the valleys and the mountains stood tall and proud, the tale of the rancher who faced a beast larger than a Brahma bull echoed through the generations, ensuring that the spirit of the wolf and the resilience of Montana people would never be forgotten.